everybody. This is going to be the last run of my zombies as far as testing out the new guys. I already put hype 1 on Jacob. I do apologize because it's going to skew his damage. But this is how I plan to run him now that 99 MP is gone, and I like the triple blue setup. There's the steel up to blah 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 health. I think I like that better than the multiply, and it's just strong, right? So I don't think Clubber's gonna work for us here. Let's see if we go here. Clubber would be the play, but because it's from traps, I think we're gonna have to use Michelle McCool. And they're usually grayed out, but just in case. Yeah, notice how it didn't move, so we're going to go to Michelle McCool and test it that way. Now this is low MP, so we're going to be able to do that. That is there. And then we're going to go to Shinsuke. That's bleed. Bleed. Oh, where's Shinsuke at? So Michelle is grayed out, but not Shinsuke. That's odd, but that's a glitch on their end. Okay, so we're just shy of 1 million at 41 gems. We are going to go ahead and create some more, so that way we're buffing up a little bit higher. And for that we're going to do Alexa would be our go-to for that. Now mine's not maxed out, so 200% will do a lot more for her. But we're going to try 2-clicking, and then we're going to go ahead and lost in thought here. 2-clicking and then using the buff as well, just to show the difference. I think we might be okay to 2-click him. And I think that's going to be it. We're going to need blue damage, so let's just scroll. There we go. Now we're fully loaded. Strap-wise, for this, we're going to go ahead and run some Furies so that we're skewing the damage. I'm going to only run 1 set because of hype. So that we kind of balance it out a little bit. I don't know how much it's going to balance it out, but it should somewhat show us some more realistic damage. Now, keep in mind, you can do this with the Tier 5 Fury 2s. You cannot do this with Fury 3s. You would just get the percentage from the actual individual stats on the Fury 3s, which is actually still going to be probably close to higher than what just half a set is here. Let's go ahead here, and we have to remember no Sammy. So this, we're going to just kind of progress up a little bit. So first, we're going to throw out our traps. This will be the 3-click method. We are at 64 million health. So that did about 34.5 million. And then the rest of this will get cleaned up. So easily cleared them out. That's pretty dang strong. This is no plates. And I know that the multi-set hits harder. I know that you have a more realistic chance of 2-clicking with the multi-set. I just tend to try to stay away from multi as much as possible. Even in my feud lineup, it's just there's multi down, there's not trap down. There's trap reversal, but not trap down. So you see, we cleared him with just the traps. This is no plates or anything. Now, I do happen to have some plates that I'm going to put on them. As you see, we're zeroing out. That was 2-click. I want to assure that I'm going to be able to do that. So I'm going to put some plates on him just to make sure that we do 2-click whenever it comes feud time. I'm not going to waste an It's a Trap on him. I think that's a good spot for it. It did about 30 million in testing from seeing what Tubob and Merrick's were doing. It's good, but we don't have the big health pools besides for a few, and that's going to be like your Goldbergs and whatnot. You do in Showdown, but it's still. I'm going to go ahead and run this. And then on the back end, we're going to do this plate here, the Ultimate Heartstopper. So that'll give us an extra, what's that, 150%. I think that'll be plenty on Jacob. And that should hold down most people. Of course, you would go to the add the 30 million in this whenever you do go up against your Goldbergs. This will get better as I've even got to level this up. It's not a huge difference, but it's something. But this will go up higher once I get Alexa maxed out. It goes up another 50%. So very, very quick, very good moveset. I love the low MP. This makes it to where, I could go into Showdown and run 3 moves, where Showdown I'm not trying to speed through like Feud. I can over MP, so I'm not dealing with MP down, and just do, you could do 2 blue MP, 2 damage. The new McCool would be a good fit here. Dirty, or the old Trickster Dom would be the alternate there. But you can over MP. He's got a really good setup. So that's how I'm planning to run him. And I think that's going to be better for me than this. I don't like this. Strength 5. You could 2-click this, but because of the MP up, because of the multi, is what pulls me off of it. There's something interesting here, and I'm going to show this. Look at this. It's low MP. So let's do this instead, right? Let's get green MP. What concerns me with the MP up is the fact that it's on the green move. So no matter what, it's going to charge the move itself. So you're going to lose your turn against anybody that does MP up. But let's go here. Of course, Roxanne, you could easily not use, but we are going to do... We are at multis of strength 5. I apologize for what I am about to do. You could do Gunther here, okay? You don't have to do what I'm about to do. You could do Gunther. I like it. Let's test it. So you could do focus strictly on the multis this way. We're going to lay our traps first. We're breaking a whole board here. And this is, it turns 49 gems to blue. It's not just traps. So we're going to go ahead and lay our multis out. Bang. Times 8. So once again, with that plate set up, that can be pretty nasty. $150 coming from the barber and the Heartstopper would really make this setup. I think that would make it fantastic. Keep in mind, we still, we don't have full plates here because of the hype. I like this. I'm gonna make a shorter video with this in it, but I think this is serviceable. I am concerned with this moveset because of the MP up as we're using it. I don't know if that would steal our turn or not, but if that were the case, you've got 3 things that could potentially, steal your turn as far as MP up, multi, and then traps. The other way I feel more comfortable with triple blue, or just the 2 blue click. That way I'm only having to worry about traps. But if you're not worried about a reversal, this is very good. And you could swap out Shinsuke for Gunther, right? And that'd be still very strong. Zombie Gunther. We're not going to go ahead and test it again. We saw it zeroed out with what we had. Well, hang on, because that is a pretty heavy Seth, and we're losing. We are losing the health steal. So let's see if this is actually viable. Granted, the triple green is going to be his strongest. I just thought this was interesting. There we go. So we're losing our health steal completely, besides what is naturally there from the traps, which is going to be 331 something. Still zeroed out. I'm curious to how much that's actually hitting for. I like this though. It's a good little alternate build. Say triple green ain't doing it for you. Say triple blue ain't doing it for you. It's low MP, so it's definitely a possibility of blending. I would just be a little worried with your reversals. Pay attention to it. That's why I don't like the reds. It's I don't remember who the move damage up people are. I can never remember that reversal, so I just stay away from them. Um, that and its move damage. I'm not a big fan of move damage. I used to love it, but with tier 6, you never know. You go into a match with somebody that you're doing, call it 100 million each time with on move damage, and all of a sudden you do 50 million, and with no explanation of why, because they don't have, certain things. It just doesn't add up. So I stick away from the move damage builds. You've got 3 very solid builds here, and if this doesn't lose your turn from MP up, then you've got a very good 2-click option. The concern is how low these multis are, so they would only be times 8. Your only plates for that are going to be the Cargill plate and the Ministry plate. Yeah, Cargill plate and a Ministry plate. Top plate, a Chic, but it's not going to do enough. Yeah, you're only at a mil. The Chic would be a waste of a plate there. I think I like the triple blue. If you're running greens, I think you're going to end up finding yourself, hang on, using this move. And it's because of how much damage it does. You're doing 3 million or 33 million right here. So even if you're going to run fully loaded to avoid the MP up, you're not going to be passing that. That's a lot of damage here. And with 9 MP, this is the only spot for it. You can't mix it in instead of doing the multis and the traps. So that's my look at Jacob. I think he's going to be a very good addition to the game. He does do some things that are different. He's not just a copy and paste of Mercy. He's far better than Mercy. Mercy gets your multis up a little bit higher, but Jacob's definitely going to be at 5 MP. He's going to be a force. Hope y'all enjoyed.